That's how the two teams are prepping up. As I mentioned a short while ago, behind me, the Indian team hard at practice. Joining us live now, Sunny Gavaskar and Harbhajan Singh to discuss the game. Sunny, let me start with you. The fact that Pakistan and Babar Azam also alluded to that during the press conference. The fact that Pakistan have been playing a lot of cricket together as a team leading up to this Asia Cup. They had a series versus Afghanistan. They've already played one game at the Asia Cup, whereas the Indian team coming a bit cold. The full strength Indian team wasn't playing in the West Indies. After that, you had a preparatory camp in Bangalore, still not playing international cricket. In that regard, do you reckon Pakistan have a slight advantage going into this game?
Well, they certainly have the advantage of game time under their belt, and game time against top quality of opponents like Afghanistan. Afghanistan pushed them in the matches that they played against Nepal. It might have been an easy win, but at the end of the day, game time is certainly an invaluable commodity, and Pakistan have it. But then, of course, once the toss is done and the first ball is bowled, then it's up. Everything is again level pegging.
Okay, Harbhajan, let me extend that question to you. How do you reckon the Indian team's preparation have been, and how do you view that, considering, instead of getting some game time under their belt ahead of such a crucial encounter, they chose to have a practice camp. Coach Rahul Dravid was very keen to do that. They wanted to iron out a few things, and Rohit did mention today in the press conference that they have ironed out a few issues. But overall, how do you see India's preparation vis-a-vis Pakistan's preparation going into this very, very crucial encounter?
Well, I do believe India must be ready for this game. They have been practicing hard. Of course, last tour of West Indies, not many players like, Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, they were not part of the series. But, India-Pakistan is always a special game, whenever they are against each other. It's a high-pressure game. Knowing that Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma and the other guys will be very keen to go out there in the on the park tomorrow and showcase their talent, and of course hopefully India get the right result as well. I'm quite hopeful.
Right, Saima, you mentioned a short while ago that all this talk about, how the teams are preparing is one thing. Once the first ball is bowled, all of that is, out of your mind. Rohit Sharma in the press conference did talk about, how some of the players that are injured getting up, the likes of Shreyas Iyer, he said, is looking good. Jasprit Bumrah, he said, is looking very, very good. He's very buoyant about his fast bowling attack. But how do you see these players coming back from injury? Shreyas Iyer, Jasprit Bumrah, the two big names, you reckon they can hit their stride straight away, or will it take time for them to easily get back into that groove?
Not at all. I don't think it's an unsettled team. It's just that some of the senior players took a break to be ready, to be fresh for this tournament and the World Cup that is going to happen. I don't think that you can say that the Indian team is unsettled. I think there's just maybe a question mark about one or two positions. But that happens a case in just about every game because, it all depends on form, etc. I don't think the team is unsettled at all. I think this team looks very good to me. And maybe, we're talking about the number 4. The number 4 might not be required to bat at all because the top 3 are such good batters in the Indian team capable of playing against any attack that the number 4 becomes perhaps inconsequential if, the top 3 bat 44, 45 overs. The number 4 position is, anybody can come in and bat.
Okay, top 3 of India, yes, one of the best in the world. But then I'm assuming, Saibhai, you are talking about a Shubman Gill, Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. And the reason I'm asking you about that top order, because there was a school of thought saying that, listen, Ishan Kishan now will have to play. He's a top order batsman. Why get him down to bat in the middle order? Let him bat in the top order. For that, you might have to make a few adjustments. Maybe Rohit at 3, Virat at 4, or maybe Ishan at 3, Virat at 4. But for you, the top 3 should remain like that, Virat at number 3?
The best player must bat the maximum number of overs, and at number 3, he gets the opportunity to bat the maximum number of overs. So, as far as I'm concerned, no, I think that's a place where he's been enormously successful. He's been, he's contributed how many, 44 hundreds in that position, maybe 43, and maybe one in another position. But if he scored so many hundreds in one day cricket and batting at number 3, Why shift it?